Can a human outswim a shark? A great white shark, a Mako shark, a killer whale? I get asked these questions all the time on the channel. This isn't a clickbait video. I can tell you right now, we could not outswim a great white shark. They do speeds in excess of 35 miles per hour. However, in today's video, we've got the Jetpack, we've got my freediving fins, I've got an accelerometer which measures how fast I go underwater. So we'll test out my normal swimming with the fins, we'll test out the Jetpack on the handle, and also I'll tell you how fast great white sharks are, all predatory sharks in British waters, including Porbeagles, the short fin Atlantic Mako. Spoiler, that is the fastest shark in the world, and they are in our waters. Also orcas. Well, yeah, should be quite an interesting video, something a bit fun. The weather behind me, as you can see, a bit changeable. We've had back-to-back storms here on the island, and it is winter, so you know, I don't know what the visibility is going to be like till I get in there. Always an adventure, so let's get in there, hey. I consider myself average human, so we'll test out my speed today. But an Olympic swimmer like Michael Phelps can top out at just under 5 miles an hour in the 2010 Olympics. That's what he swam at, so that's pretty fast. Let's see if I can do that today with either the fins or the Jetpack. But a great white shark, as mentioned, can do bursts of up to 35 miles per hour. I believe great white sharks are in our waters, and there's been some really credible sightings, certainly this time of year. In winter, oddly, I'll do a sea temperature check before we go in, but I've done plenty of videos stating that the sea temperature here in Britain is optimal for great white sharks. The great white shark's closest related cousin, a Porbeagle shark. Now they can do speeds of 20 to 25 miles an hour. They've been spotted on the north of the island. Blue shark, those little sleek fellas, mostly down the south of England. Do get them off the island here. I've never seen one. They can do speeds of 25 miles an hour. The Atlantic shortfin Mako, as mentioned, 50 miles an hour, and they cruise at around 4 miles an hour. I think the fastest crossing of the English Channel was done in about 6 hours 50 minutes. A great white shark at cruise, or an Atlantic Mako, they are lambda-day sharks, regulate their own body temperature, will probably do that in just under 5 hours. They're not going to be doing massive bursts the entire time. Sharks are known to cover large distances. I believe a tagged Mako this year covered 60 miles in 1 day, so they're not slow. Now orcas, there was an orca kill about a mile from where I am now, reported. We had orcas spotted off the Isle of Man, off a place called Derby, which is on the north of the island, about 2 weeks ago. This is seal pupping season right now, so there's loads of young seals kicking about, finding their sea legs, so to speak. Easy pickings for predators. Now orcas, which are actually a dolphin, not a whale, they're named the killer whale because they kill whales. Due to their sleek design, can do speeds of about 40 miles per hour, so they're faster than a great white. Kind of makes sense, being that there's a couple down South Africa killing great whites. That's now been documented in New Zealand as well. Let's get in the water, we'll do some speed tests, and we'll see how fast I am as an average swimmer using the latest technology. now we've done the speed tests, let's just get in and have a play around. That jetpack ripped my goggles off at one point. It's rained, it's hailstoned, the weather has just been bizarre. But that's not unusual for this time of year. But I'm gonna get back in while I'm still warm. Commence the jetpack. Well guys, had to get out of the water there. The wind had picked up, we were getting white caps on the water, the sky went very dark and my jetpack was running out of battery, so it meant I had to swim that thing back to the shoreline. So I've just had a look on the app. You guys have already seen the top speeds for the accelerometer speed detector that was in my wetsuit. Firstly, I was quite impressed it actually worked. I'll put a link to it below for anyone who cares. It's not the most expensive one on the market, but my average swim speed without the fins, just me on the water there, I did about 6 or 7 runs, was 2.6 miles per hour. So I think your average swim is about 2 miles an hour. So I said I was average, that's about right. With the fins on, 3.4 miles per hour, which I think is actually pretty good actually, considering, you know, I am in the sea. An Olympic swimmer is around 4. With just their feet, so it's nothing to brag about. It's nothing to tell the grandchildren about, that's for sure. And yeah, with the jetpack, 5.2 miles per hour. Now that varied quite a lot depending on the position I had it on in my body. The first few times I had it too high up, and I think my body was restricting the output of the jets, so I held it a bit lower, and I think that's where the top speeds came from. It's quite hard to tell really. I'm just working it out based on the graph that's on the accelerometer chart. But yeah, so quite impressed with that. Obviously, as I said at the start of the video, there's no way I could outrun a shark, but it's all a bit of fun. The reason I'm really intrigued by this is we get basking sharks on the Isle of Man, May to October, so next year now. They cruise around about 2 or 3 miles per hour. I chased them all around the island this year and didn't get hold of any of them. But you know, I'm ever hopeful. If we do see them, I'll have the jetpack nearby and we can get in, keeping a respectful distance because they can breach these things. Don't want one of them landing on you. Good bit of kit to have in the armoury. You know, when we're out chumming for the sharks, I do hope that something comes along. I have said, as long as I've got a dive buddy, I'd go in with Porbeagles, blue sharks. Don't know about Atlantic shortfin Makos, you know, the world's fastest shark. They have got recorded shark attacks on people, and if I'm chumming the waters and one's nearby, it's clearly hungry. But we cross that bridge when we see one. It's the rain. It actually hailed out there when I was out there. I don't know if you picked up on that. It was hailstoning. But yeah, so sea temperature out there was just under 10 degrees. I thought that was not bad. So to finish off the video, I really love testing out all these techie things. This video is clearly not sponsored by anybody or you know, the scooter itself or whatever. We've got the submarine now, we've got the aerial drones, we've got the jetpack, we've got the underwater fishing camera. We've got lots of tech. We've just got to keep building and seeing what comes. I'd love to catch up with some bluefin tuna or swordfish. You know, any marine life absolutely blows my mind. Orcas are top of my list. I love the great whites, but orcas are confirmed in these waters. So at some point, I am going to go on an orca mission, whether that's in Scotland or somewhere. That is definitely top of my list. Anyway, guys, don't want this video to be too long. Hope you enjoyed it. Visibility wasn't great. Nice to see lots of fish in there as well. And I'm going to get out of here before it snows or something. So, thanks, guys. Take it easy.